Now it's time for us to go in depth today. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office has launched a new social media campaign aimed at showing support for law enforcement. It's called #YourSupportMatters. The goal is to let the public know how much they care about their support for law enforcement. We sat down with Major Chad Chronister to learn more about this new program. And joining me right now, Hillsborough County Major Chad Chronister, and we're talking about a program called #Support or Your Support Matters. If I would just read that really good. Good to see you, Major. Hey, this is a great program. First of all, tell me what the program is, and then I want to know who created it.
This is a wonderful program. We knew through our social media outlets this was the way to make contact with as many people as we could, just to thank our community for the overwhelming, tremendous support that we've received.
Yeah, now, has somebody tried this in other communities, or who came up with this idea in particular?
The sheriff wanted to do something just to say thank you. We didn't want to do a quick program, like a flash in the pan, something on our Facebook page or something on our website that would simply go up for a day and go away. We wanted something more sustainable. We wanted to be able to say thank you. With all the overwhelming support of gifts pouring in, people picking up.
Wait. You're getting gifts?
Gifts. I'm talking gift cards, pizzas. We have people deliver cases of water, heartfelt cards. Going to a restaurant and the deputies go to pay and someone's picked up their tab.
Oh my gosh.
We've had a church group come to the different police stations and wash cars to say thank you. Al, when I tell you it's been overwhelming, it's been overwhelming. So we wanted something more sustainable, something that we could hold it up when someone does that act of kindness, just to recognize that act of kindness and say, hey, listen, it's your act of kindness that makes it that much easier to kiss our loved ones goodbye, put our uniform on, and go serve the community that we love.
Now, to see how they are supporting you, do you go to the Twitter page, or where do you go to actually see? Because I'm sure you're posting some of these pictures, aren't you, of what these people have been doing for you?
We have, and it comes up on all our social media venues, whether it's our Facebook, whether it's our Twitter, whether it's our Instagram. You can follow the hashtag and capture everything there.
As a whole, has social media been good for law enforcement or not?
I think it has, and I'll tell you the reason why. I think people in today's age, it's all about technology, it's about information, it's about knowing what's going on. And we embraced it several years ago because we know the key to success in any law enforcement agency is that trust. And you build that trust by keeping your community, because it's your sheriff's office, keeping them informed. And we can keep them informed by pushing it out. And is there any better venue or avenue to put information out than social media these days?
Absolutely.
So absolutely, we've embraced it and use it as much as we can.
Do sheriff's departments enjoy, in general, across the country, because this is kind of what I see, the sheriff's departments tend to enjoy a little bit better relationship than city cops, and I'm not saying nobody's doing anything wrong here, but if you actually dissect it, and I guess the question is why? Is it because you serve more of the rural areas and maybe the crime isn't quite as high, or what? Have you figured that out or not?
The same crime problems for us. I truly believe, and this isn't being arrogant or braggadocious, is the culture. Has to be the culture of the office. We work hard. We're 230 deputies short on the street, yet we're still out in every Boys and Girls Club. We're still out in all the schools, every middle school, high school, and now 25 elementary schools. And we're involved in so many programs that take a deputy off the road, but we know we're building those relationships, those positive interactions with that next generation.
So is that what we would call, and on the inner city they would call it community-based policing? Is that still the model, even though you serve such a wide area?
Absolutely, and that's just a fancy word for building that community trust. Trust is the key to any relationship. When you build that trust and the community has faith and confidence in what you do, it makes our job so much easier.
Has there ever been a time, and I've been here since 1986, so a long time, maybe even longer than you've been here. 86, maybe? Well, anyway.
25 years.
25. Okay. Has there ever been a time where there's really been, any sense of tension between the community and the SO? I know that, years ago with Tampa, there was some tension, and even lately, because of the arrest of the people on the bicycles, there was that little feeling of tension. Has the PISA ever really had that?
And that didn't occur in the county. Is there tension? I think at times. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. We're not perfect, but I promise you this: we wake up every day trying to be better than we were the day before. We train, and we instill in our deputies their culture, being more professional. We do everything we can to put the most professional deputy out in the community. That's why we would rather work short than put one deputy out there that's not the right fit.
Yeah, and you also allow the deputies to take their cars home at night, right?
We do.
That, as a president of a homeowners association, man, bring it on. Come on, deputies, move to our neighborhood.
Great deterrence.
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
See that marked presence. They know that there's a deputy who lives there. Some are even married to another deputy, so you have 2 deputies there.
Yeah.
Let's move on to somewhere else to do that crime.
Let's talk about a little bit what's happened in Baltimore and Chicago and Milwaukee, because the question is, do you really know that you have an accurate reading on your community? Because in these situations in Baltimore, Chicago, and Milwaukee, and I'm thinking in particular, they said that these were long simmering problems that now came to a head. How do you know that the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department isn't one flashpoint away from something like this that could happen to them?
And that's a fantastic question, because we're so involved in the community. We have a community outreach division, one of the few agencies that have an actual division that does nothing but focus on outreach into the community. We do a lot of different business programs, neighborhood watch programs, church and community faith-based programs. We're out in the churches. We have pastors on patrol that we keep constant contact with. Absolutely. We have citizens on patrol to get our community involved. I mean, we're so heavily involved in the community. We'd like to think that we have a good temperature of the community. We have a Black Advisory Council, an Hispanic Advisory Council, an Indian Advisory Council that we work very close to monitor the needs of our community in those individual ethnic different groups, to keep a constant temperature gauge of what can we do, what can we be doing better. And that's to constantly monitor the needs of what our community needs.
There is the saying that they do in Homeland Security, and I know our folks at home have heard it. You know, if you see something, say something. How does that work in the context of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department, knowing when, okay, this is something that I have to pay attention to versus this is just somebody calling me up and ordering pizza? I mean, we know that happens.
Yes. We work very well with our community leaders, our religious leaders, and our business leaders. And I think because we work so well with them and so closely, that trust is being built. And I think if you can forecast what your community needs are, you represent what the community is, and that's the key to success.
What's the most common type of call that you guys get? Cats up trees? No, that's the fire department, right?
No, that'd be difficult to say.
Driving infractions, probably?
A lot of driving, a lot of aggressive driving.
Yeah.
You know, with a population increase of over 50% in Hillsborough County between now and 2030, we know that boom is coming. The roadways are packed and busy. Everyone has a busy lifestyle. I think everyone, if I could give some advice, is just take a deep breath.
I know,
you know, our counties and state leaders are working very hard at remedying the roadway problems, but a lot of it's just aggressive driving accidents. Our traffic fatalities are up almost 5-fold of where they were the year before, and it's because people are just in too big of a hurry and driving too fast.
Now, it strikes me that one of my sons is an ER doctor, and when we talk about customer satisfaction, that's always the big biz butter. But customer satisfaction, you got to satisfy the customer. But when you respond to some cases, you're in a situation, if there are bad guys or bad women, at least 50% of those people are not going to be happy that you're there. How do you know, what that customer satisfaction is truly what it is, and it isn't a matter of, it's a 50-50 situation when you go in, so you don't know how it's going to end up.
But everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect.
Right.
And that's what we talk about when we say be professional. You know, deputies, it's probably one of the most rewarding careers that you'll ever get into. But you make decisions, and every decision has a consequence.
Absolutely.
And those split-second decisions, they're decisions that last a lifetime.
Yeah. All right, folks, it's called #YourSupportMatters. Give it a look, and if you got a deputy, a male or female deputy living in your area, give them a pat on the back and thank them for their service. Major, always good to see you, and keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
All right.
Bye.